All right, Greenie, 3 days at the Test match. Lots of wickets falling, although they seem to have stopped falling now. What are your thoughts so far of Newlands?
Look, Don, Newlands must be the most picturesque cricket ground in the world. Table Mountain, Castle Brewery, and looking down on the pitch from the gods. Just an extraordinary place. Unfortunately, England haven't been at their best, and South Africa are just turning a screw now. I've just had a text to give me the latest score, as we're reporting now from Table Mountain live, and currently South Africa are 218 for 1, I understand, so it's not looking good for us. It's a hard day in the field for the boys. It's 35, 36 degrees out here, so it's a tough one, Don. I think that looking back, England played a mixture of poor shots. There was some good bowling, particularly from Morkel, but England played very poorly in their first innings, and Australia didn't fare much better, one has to say.
South Africa, Greenie. We're in South Africa.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh, it's very difficult sometimes, Don, when a mixture of lack of sleep, alcohol, food, cricket, it's very difficult to remember where you are at times. So, would you like to ask me that question again? Or another one?
Anderson, pick of the England bowlers, took 5 for in the first innings, wicket in his first over, and then Onion's first ball of the first morning, Swanee dropped a sitter. Could that have made a difference?
Yes, it could have made a difference because the new ball here is key, so I think it could have made a huge difference on the first innings. But England did fight back well, and I felt that the 275-ish was a power score there first innings. England should have capitalised in better batting conditions, which they didn't, which was disappointing. So now they're up against it, Don, and I would say that Australia are now looking favourites to push on for a declaration sometime tomorrow afternoon.
Just remind you again, Russ, we're in South Africa.
Are we?
Yes.
Okay. We're still in South Africa?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's been a long slog in the heat today, and
yes,
I think it's going to be a long slog for the rest of the day down there at Newlands, and I think they could be setting us a big target. Declaration, thoughts?
Definitely it's looking like mid-afternoon, 4:50, something like that. It's difficult to tell. There's a lot of cricket between now and then, Don, but certainly they need to be looking to for at least 4.5 sessions, I'd say, to bowl England out. It looks pretty flat. Obviously, they don't have a spinner. Paul Harris is a joke. So I don't see any reason why England couldn't save the game, but I certainly don't think they can win it from here. So it'll be backs to the wall stuff, but I think they'll feel confident at this stage that they can go to the next test, still 1 up.
Morkel could be key. He's bowled very, very well in the 2 test matches we've seen, and picked up 6 wickets this morning with knocking off the tail.
Yeah, he's dangerous, isn't he? He's bowling quickly, gets some bounce. England boys seem to struggle against him more than any other. However, I think he can be thwarted. New ball again is key, and Strauss and Cook need to put on a decent partnership when they get a chance.
And today we took advantage of some hospitality. It's been 2 days down in the lower stand, and we had a view of the gods today.
We did really. We were quite close to the gods. You're quite right there, Don. It was an unbelievable view. One would have to say in 2010 you'd expect air conditioning for the money, but this is South Africa after all. But the view was outstanding. The cricket, predictably on a very, very hot day, was fairly turgid as South Africa manoeuvring into a position. But it was certainly well worth the punt, and we enjoyed it, although we obviously have left early because we are reporting live. Taking up Table Mountain, and this is actually our 4th attempt.
It's been an interesting situation that we've experienced 3 hat-trick deliveries in this tour, and a lot of people don't see many. We haven't actually seen a hat-trick, but we've seen a few chances.
Well, I think at times there's been some very good bowling, good seam bowling at times. I think Swan's always looked dangerous, and I certainly think with Swan, the South Africans don't play him very well. I think Smith was getting on top of him today, but generally speaking, when he comes on, things seem to happen. But there's no doubt the pick of the bowlers is Anderson. Onions does bowl too many short deliveries, and you can see the batsman waiting to hit those, just keeping him out. And Broad really, again, doesn't have the penetration. He doesn't seem to have anything really other than straight up and down. So once again, it's another one of those situations when you don't have another seam, or you don't have another option that we look a bit limited. However, if we save the test with the extra bats and move on 1-0, then everyone will say that'll be vindicated, Don.
Excellent stuff, Greeny. And I have to say, it's getting rather warm sitting here. And any final sum-up comments you may have?
Well, I have a couple. I'd like to say hi to Anne, missing her, see her Saturday, but also to Nick Curran. Unfortunately, won't be able to make his 40th birthday on Sunday. So, Nick, happy birthday.
There's a birthday party, Greeny?
I understand there is, Don.
Oh, right, I didn't get an invite.
Must be in the post, Don.
Ah, okay. I can't go anywhere, Nick, so don't worry. Okay, so we'll be signing off here up at Table Mountain, enjoying the views for a little bit longer, and speak to you all soon on the sum up of the test.
Thanks, Don. It's been memorable.
Thanks, Greeny.